Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me okay? I've got some new equipment attached, so if you can hear me, send me a message so that I know that I'm talking to somebody. Are we good? What do you think about the background? It's kind of cheesy, but you know, it's better than a pure white wall. Have a toast with me, won't you? I'm kind of right in the way of the Rovali's logo. Oh, well, that's okay. So can you hear me okay, guys? Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't know if this is working or not. I hope it's working. Let's see. Hold on a second. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Oh my gosh. Wow, talk about, see, that's what happens when you have too many new things all at once. You lose focus. But I forgot to plug this in. Oh, you can't see that. There you go. Anyway, welcome to Rovali's Daily Podcast, everybody. I thought I'd put a little bit of music on for you just before we begin because I was feeling that song. There is this cover band. I'm going to tell you the name of it real quick. In fact, let me share the screen with you for this real quick because I think these guys are really good. And we'll play a little bit more just for a second. Anyway, these guys are a cover band out of England, believe it or not. All right, that's pretty cool, man. Let me put on my other stuff here. There we go. Anyway, yeah. So a lot of these cover bands, they got really popular during the pandemic, and these guys are one of them. I stumbled across them because I like listening to music on YouTube, and they're really good. There's another band out of Russia. Leonid and Friends, I think that's the name of the group, and they play Chicago better than Chicago plays Chicago. And I know some of you are Chicago fans, but they're really good. So I would recommend those guys. But yeah, I thought I'd give it a try. You know, since they're doing a cover, I figure I can you know, play them on the podcast for a little bit, for a few seconds. Just to be entertaining. So as you can see, I got this background. I was playing with Zoom last night, and I just wanted it so that it wasn't too goofy looking. And their backgrounds are really, you know, interesting. I mean, you know, but you're allowed to upload whatever images that you want. So I thought I'd put the front of Rovali's. There you go. And that's a recent picture because of the Christmas lights you can see on the trees. Anyway, you guys, I hope you're having a good morning. I'm having a great morning this morning. You know, it's interesting because we have been faced with a bunch of little tiny challenges, and it's been, I guess the way I could put it best is it's great to hit those challenges head on and get them done. Like, for example, we had a tile in the kitchen at Rovali's crack and kind of break up. And so I jump online and I'm looking at, okay, what do we replace it? How, you know, how big is the project going to be? What do we have to do? And so yesterday I went down to Rovali's to survey the situation and see what we have to do and to get that fixed and replace some other tiles while we're at it. And when I got there, you know, I was a little I was like, oh man, something else broke now. But when I got there, I just kind of changed my attitude. I just said, okay, well, it's broken. We got to fix it. So, you know, instead of going, oh man, something else, another thing broke. I just kind of flipped my attitude. I just kind of changed it and said, you know what? Okay, let's go fix it. Let's survey a situation. Let's fix it right. Let's get it done. Okay. So I went down there, jumped in the kitchen to check it out and see what other tiles needed to be replaced and what kind of damage and how big the project would actually get. And I look on the floor and there's a brand new tile already in place. And Chef Rowe, he says, oh yeah, I already fixed it. You know, and he had it taped off and everything so that it could set, and he fixed it. And I said, where'd you get that tile? He's like, well, we had an extra one downstairs. And I didn't know that, but it was and so all of the things that I was kind of building in my head on the way down there were for naught, because he had already fixed it. You know, you know, I talked about the other day about just kind of being self-sufficient and that kind of stuff. And, you know, needless to say, and I'll tell you another thing too. So we have this double stacked oven and we had some issues with it. We got a quote from one of our very good support companies out there. And it was not cheap. It was not cheap to get that fixed. And Chef Rose said, I can fix that. You know, just let me give it a shot. And I just said, okay, because he knows the equipment inside and out. And I'll be darned if he didn't fix it. You know, it was cool because, and it cost us probably less than half to fix it ourselves. For Chef Rowe to fix it. Let me be clear, he fixed it, but it cost us less than half. And but the thing was, he came to me and he said, Alex, I thought I was going to have to call you this morning and tell you we're going to have to get those guys down here. They had shipped the motor. Okay, he replaced the whole motor. They shipped it, and I guess it wasn't packaged very well, and the casing got a dent in it. And what it did is it failed to let the fan inside turn, so it was hitting that dent and stopping. And he thought that the motor was just damaged and we were going to be in a little bit of trouble. Well, he looked at it, took the casing off, pounded out the dent, put it back on, and fired it up, and it works like a charm. And you know, how long will it work? We don't know. But he said, I asked if the fan was damaged from hitting that dent, and he said, no, it should be fine. So there you go, you know, finding solutions. And sometimes you have to find solutions, and but it's really satisfying to find those solutions. And now he really knows that oven inside and out, because we were paying for, you know, other professionals to come in and fix things like that, especially on those ovens. But he knows how to replace the switches, motors, fans, everything now. I mean, he's our resident expert. And you know, we had one of our bar stools chairs break, and you know, and I went down there and, oh, this is repairable. So I fixed it. And it took about 30 seconds. You know, I was no big deal, a couple of minutes at the most. No big deal. But sometimes we let them get too big. Like, oh man, like I said, you know, you have that attitude. Now what's wrong? Now what broke? Instead of letting all those pile on, I am just kind of taking this pandemic in stride, as far as, okay, just get the stuff taken care of. Just check it off the list, you know. And the stuff that you have that you have no control over, don't worry about that, because if you can't control it, then why are you concerned with it? Why are you worried about it? You know, if it's something that you can control, then take care of it, and the other stuff, let it go, you know, because it can pile on you pretty quick. It can pile on you really, really fast. So anyway, and so that's why I'm feeling so happy. That's why I put music on this morning, because it just was a great thing. Oh, wow, there's weird lighting and stuff. And now you're supposed to have a green screen behind you, because that takes away that weird shadow stuff. You see that shadow stuff in my hands? Yeah, it takes away that it's supposed to. But I wanted to try it just to see, so that it was a little bit more colorful than just a blank white wall behind me. But when my new soundboards come, then this picture will go away because the outline and stuff is kind of weird. Anyway, let's go to our features today because we are excited to have you dine with us for lunch or dinner this weekend. Okay, so I want to invite you by showing you pictures. Let's see what we got here. Here we go. There we go. All right, you guys. So somebody commented on Facebook last night that this was their absolute favorite dish, and I threw a heart on there to show some love. So very cool. I'm glad that that people like this dish. We sell a lot of it, so I'm really excited for it. But it is a cheese tortellini with fresh zucchini zoodles. And if you're not familiar with what a zoodle is, we just basically julienne a fresh zucchini, and it comes out into a noodle form, and we lightly steam it so it's tender, and then put it on top with a little bit of pesto in a tomato basil sauce, and it's just really good. All right, and my featured wine tonight is the Scarpetta Pinot Grigio. And I gave you a little bit of an insight into that one yesterday of where it comes from and kind of the tasting notes on it. But that one is by the glass tonight, so I'm recommending that if you get the Volcano. Keep in mind, the Volcano is not spicy. It just looks like a volcano to me. And look at this, one of our really, really great cocktails, the fresh lavender Moscow Mule. That one is very good. And we sell a lot of mules, but that was our first mule, as a matter of fact. That was the very first. I know we did a Moscow Mule, but then when we said, okay, well, we need to be unique, we need to be different, and we want to be different because that's part of our DNA, is doing different things and doing it and present it in a different way. So we added a lavender Moscow Mule, and now we have the Irish Mule. We got the Proper 12 Mule. We got the Long Island Mule. We got the Mexican Mule. We got the Kentucky Citrus Whiskey Mule. I mean, we got, is it whiskey or bourbon? Anyway, we got a whole bunch of mules. Oh, look at this one, the hot buttered rum cocktail. That one is actually doing really, really well. So that's a good one. And you just can't go wrong with that stuff right there. The old whipped cream, that makes it absolutely delicious. And the Grey Goose lavender lemonade. We call it the adult lemonade. And that one is a big seller as well. And very flavorful too. And my cakes today, my desserts, a blueberry lavender cake. That one is absolutely delicious, very unique flavor, but one that you'll remember for years to come. And our mint chocolate chip cake, another delicious fine cake that our baker Andrea creates. And we still, yes, because that's just selling so well. We keep making them. The Rovali's rainbow cake, 4 layers, baby. Count it, 4 layers. And the banana brownie. You think, oh, that banana brownie, what's the big deal? Why are you putting it against those big cakes? Because that flavor is huge. It is awesome, and it is super good. I almost said delicious, but I've been using that word a lot. So this is really super good, okay? And our tiramisu, and that one is, man, when you taste this tiramisu, all you can think of really is Rovali's. That's what it does. That's what it does for you. And the chocolate decadence cake, oh man, that's a great cake. That is a great cake. Even if you're too full at dinner or lunch, and you say, you know what, I can't take another bite. Trust me, take this home with you and have it for a snack when you're watching Netflix or whatever, and you're relaxing at home, or you have a small one that you want to give a little treat to. There you go. Our Rovali's Italian sodas, 25 flavors. Sometimes you can mix and match. I would recommend it. It makes for an interesting look and an interesting flavor. And 12 beers on tap. Yeah. In fact, we're going to be making some new pushes for the beer because not enough people know the types of beer that we have, and we want people to know because we value the local breweries, and we value these unique flavors that they're coming up with. It's just awesome. And there you go. That is the Rovali sign we always end the preview with. And we're back. There we go. Rovali's is back. All right, you guys. We want you. Okay, I'm doing the double point. We want you right there. Yes, you right there. We want you to come, and we want you to join us for lunch or dinner today at Rovali's. Yes, of course, I'm going to have new jokes for you. But we want you to come, and if you can't come in, we want you to order curbside. Okay. Now, I mentioned yesterday, going online is the best bet because your order goes right to the kitchen automatically, and so you beat anybody waiting on phone, waiting to call in, because we can only take one call at a time. But if you're hungry, go online to rovalis.com, rovalis.com, and put in your order there, verify it, pay it. Remember, it is very, very secure, and you don't need to worry about your credit card getting stolen or anything like that. We take great care in the security of our site. And also, if you're not comfortable doing that, that's fine too, because we still want your order. Okay. We still want to serve you our delicious food. So you can call us at 801-394-1070. And I'm just saying that online is faster and gets you in the queue quicker. All right, you guys. All right. We hope to see you today, this weekend, for lunch or dinner at Rovali's. And it has been a fantastic morning. You know what? It's so fantastic. I want to do one more cheers. Here's to you. Oh, look at that. Wow, that's weird. Thought my coffee was going to spill on my laptop for a second. All right, you guys. We'll see you later. See you on the flip side. And as we always say, ciao for now.